Grace and peace, family. Welcome to episode 11 of the 12-week series of Top Time in the Dojo with Ryan C. Sanders. Mental martial arts, train your mind, protect your heart. Ego doesn't always look arrogant, Sometimes it looks very defensive. Sometimes it looks like silence. Sometimes it looks like I'm good. Sometimes it looks like you don't understand me. Ego is very expensive, and most people don't realize what it's costing them. Ego protects image, but growth requires honesty. If someone gives you feedback and your first reaction is tension, that's ego. If you avoid accountability because it feels uncomfortable, that's ego. If being right matters more than being aligned, that's ego. And ego blocks evolution. Ego isn't evil. In fact, it's just a word lived backwards. It's protective. It protects your identity. It protects your status. It protects your narrative. But when protection becomes resistance to growth, it becomes limitation. Mental martial arts teaches you to spar with your own ego, which I call edging God out, i.e. your higher self. We'll get into that more later. Not destroy it, train it. There have been moments in my life where feedback felt like a literal attack, where correction felt like disrespect, and my first instinct was defense. But defense preserves pride. It doesn't build progress. The uncomfortable truth is this: every version of you that wants to grow must outgrow its ego. When your ego is threatened, the brain activates defensiveness. It looks for justification. It scans for blame. It shifts responsibility outward. Why? Because admitting fault feels like identity threat. But identity threat is often growth opportunity. If you cannot tolerate correction, you cannot accelerate development. Train your mind. Protect your heart. Let's train. Think about the last time someone corrected you. What was your first reaction? Was it curiosity or was it defense? Now ask, if I removed pride from this moment, what could I learn? That question weakens ego's grip. The strongest leaders are not the loudest. They're the most coachable. Coachability signals security. Insecurity defends image. Security seeks improvement. Ego says, protect how you look. Growth says, improve who you are. There are conversations I've had to revisit, moments where I had to say, I was wrong. Not because it felt good, but because it built integrity. Excuse me. Integrity costs. Pride in short term, but it builds authority in the long term. Ego preserves momentary comfort. Humility builds legacy. Ego shows up in subtle ways, interrupting others, refusing to apologize, over-explaining to justify behavior, avoiding vulnerability. But vulnerability is not weakness. It is confidence without armor, and armor is heavy. This week's discipline is ego audit for 7 days. Notice when you feel defensive. Don't react immediately. Pause. Ask, am I protecting truth or protecting pride? Then choose response over reaction. Humility is not self-devaluation. It's disciplined self-awareness. You cannot grow beyond the version of you that refuses examination. Ego wants comfort. Discipline wants clarity, and clarity requires courage. Mental martial arts isn't about winning arguments. It's about winning internally. So here's the question for this week. Where might ego be blocking your next level? Examine it. Adjust it. Mental martial arts. Train your mind. Protect your heart. Week 12 is integration and elevation. This is not a hype close. This is consolidation. This is where everything connects. awareness, separation, regulation, trauma, alignment, sabotage, pain, inquiry, discipline, legacy, ego. Now we bring it into one operating system. I'll see you next week in the dojo. Get with it.
Mental martial arts, train your mind, guard your heart. Yeah, mental martial arts, stop the pain before it starts. I look at myself and imagine me different, indifferent to different opinions of me. With this false sense of self, we gon' call that the ego. That's edging God out, now I know what to do. Perception's the base of reception that's equal to living and counting my blessings. I have retired from arguing and stressing, giving my peace when I should be investing. I'm no psychiatrist, I'm not a therapist. I'm just a sensei concerned about your where within, concerned about the way that you think, cause ultimately that's all of us. This thing that we callin' in God, we trust the generator.
I used to think being strong meant holding everything in. 3 kids, 2 jobs, I'd smile through it, but inside felt like a fight I was losing.
And what shifted for you?
This book.
They expect us to lose control, but we think different now. We practice mental martial arts. Get with it.
Train your mind, guard your heart. Yeah, mental martial arts. Stop the pain before it starts. Join the program, get the book, do the work. Don't get shook, this is your life and you deserve it. We know things not pitch perfect, but you worth it. Nonetheless, don't lose value feeding stress. Look at me, look at you, look at us. What are we doing? This is our world, now it is ruined. Time that we listen to Michael and look at the man in the mirror like, what you in fear of? False evidence that's just appearing real. You know, it's the truth. Just embrace what you feel. It's time to be real. Welcome to MMA.
Comment, do you regret the plea deal? What's next for you?
I wish I learned mental martial arts sooner to master my thoughts before they mastered me. But it's never too late to start.
You could jump to conclusions and knock your precision, or weigh it all out, make a different decision. It's all up to you, that's the point of the dojo. No judgment, just training to fix up my mojo. Get with it. Mental martial arts, train your mind, guard your heart. Yeah, mental martial arts, stop the pain before it starts. Mental martial arts, train your mind, guard your heart. Yeah, mental martial arts, stop the pain before it starts.